All right, everybody, buckle up. We're about to launch into a deep dive on a topic that I know you guys are gonna love.
Oh, yeah, this is a good one.
It's one of those mysteries that just keeps you guessing. It's the Roswell incident.
Roswell, huh?
Yeah. But here's the thing. We're going beyond those typical, did aliens crash in the desert
Oh,
stories.
right, right.
We've got excerpts from some pretty interesting sources, some English, some Portuguese,
Yeah.
that really dig into what happened in Roswell back in 47.
Ooh, Portuguese sources.
Yeah. And not just what happened, but how this event turned a sleepy little town into like the UFO capital of the world.
I mean, you gotta admit, the whole thing is kind of crazy when you think about it.
Oh, totally.
Like, imagine just living your life and then bam, the news is all about a flying disc that crashed nearby.
Right. Like, what would you even think?
Seriously, it was July 1947 and this news just exploded. People were freaking out.
I bet. Everyone must have been glued to their radios.
It was huge. But then, almost as quickly as it started, the military came out and said, nope, not a flying disc, just a weather balloon.
A weather balloon.
Yeah, they claimed it was part of this top secret project called Project Mogul, to detect Soviet nuclear tests and stuff.
Hmm. That seems like a pretty big jump from flying disc to weather balloon.
Hmm.
Makes you wonder if there's more to the story, right?
Well, that's what makes this deep dive so fascinating. These Portuguese sources we have, they look at it from a different angle.
Okay, how so?
They focus on the fact that no matter what really happened up there in the sky, the Roswell incident totally changed the town forever.
So it's less about the crash itself and more about how Roswell dealt with the aftermath.
Exactly. And one of the key figures in all of this is a guy named Jesse Marcel.
Oh, yeah, he was the Air Force officer who was right there when they found the debris, wasn't he?
Yep, that's him. And, later on, he claimed that the weather balloon story was a total cover-up.
Whoa. Right.
Oh, yeah. Our sources detail some of his accounts, and they're really something. He described this debris as unlike anything he'd ever seen before, like totally bizarre materials and stuff.
Wow. Can you imagine, like, holding a piece of
Mhm.
something and knowing it could be from another planet?
That would be mind-blowing, and his story really added fuel to the fire for all those early conspiracy theories.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, the idea that the government might be hiding something about aliens, it's just too juicy to ignore, isn't it?
It totally captured people's imaginations, and then, Roswell itself did something pretty unexpected.
What's that?
Instead of shying away from the controversy, they kind of leaned into it.
Yeah. They embrace the whole UFO thing, right?
Full on. They've got the International UFO Museum and Research Center, which is amazing, and every year they have this giant UFO festival.
Oh, I've heard about that. It sounds wild. People dress up like aliens, right?
It's a whole scene, for sure. They even have alien-themed shops and restaurants all over town.
I love that. They've turned it into this unique part of their identity.
Totally. But here's the thing that's really interesting. Roswell isn't just about aliens and spaceships. It's actually got a really rich history and culture.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You'll find fantastic museums dedicated to local history and art, celebrating the area's heritage.
Oh, cool. So it's more than just a tourist trap.
Definitely. It's a real community that's found a way to celebrate both its past and the mystery that kind of put it on the map.
It's like they found a way to balance those two sides of Roswell.
Exactly. And, I think this speaks to something bigger about us as humans. We're naturally drawn to the unknown, to the possibility that there's something more out there.
Yeah, I get that. It's that sense of wonder and curiosity.
And Roswell, whether it was a real alien encounter or not, it gives us a place to explore those questions, to think about our place in the universe and all that.
It's like a real life what if scenario that we can't help but be fascinated by. Right.
Exactly. I mean, what really happened out there in the desert all those years ago? Was it a weather balloon like the government said, or something truly extraordinary?
A mystery for the ages. So after listening to our deep dive today, what do you think? What will you believe?